You know, it'll be crazy to see Online Randolph's sister to portray Melina in Mortal Kombat 3, even though she doesn't have that acting and qualities. So maybe Sister Stringer could just somehow return as Melina in Mortal Kombat 3, which I know there are possibilities that a lot of people really love Melina because she is a fan favorite character, just like Johnny Cage and Liu Kang and Kitana, etc. But to me, Melina is everyone's fan favorite character, so they might bring her back, who knows, but you never know. The next installment for the Mortal Kombat movie franchise is underway. Mortal Kombat 2 is martial arts fantasy sequel inspired by the popular video game franchise created by Ed Boon and John Tobias, directed by Simon McQuaid. The movie brings back returning stars, as you all know, and who plays the character, so I'm not even gonna say the names, but we clearly know. As the script for the Mortal Kombat 3 is being written, Randolph, who plays Kitana, is already thinking ahead to what could come next for her character. During an interview with a Hollywood Reporter, the actor shared what she hopes to see in Mortal Kombat 3. She explained that she would like the upcoming film to revisit Kitana's complicated relationship with her sister Melina. Randolph addressed fan speculation surrounding her character's friend, Jade Tati Gabrielle, and whether she could replace Melina's role in Kitana's story. The actor made it clear she does not believe Jade was saying that Mortal Kombat's lore leaves plenty of room to continue exploring the bond between the sisters. Randolph added that Kitana is more than 10,000 years old, which means a massive amount of time exists between the events audiences see on the screen. She believes there is still room to dive deep into Kitana and Melina's dynamics despite her character's death. She also explains that Jade should be viewed as an important part of the Mortal Kombat film franchise instead of a replacement for anyone. The actor also revealed during the interview that screenwriter Jeremy Slater, who wrote Mortal Kombat 2, is close to completing the second draft of the script for Mortal Kombat 3. She admitted she doesn't know what direction the story will go in. However, there are several elements from the games that she hopes to see in the upcoming sequel. You know, at some point you would think that a franchise like Mortal Kombat wouldn't even disappoint the fans, especially when it comes to sticking close to the source material, and they already done that in the movie. But when it comes to Kitana, I feel like her and Melina are going to have a very interesting role in the storyline because they both have a complicated relationship, especially if you play the games and you look at the cutscenes and the storylines. I think you will know that Kitana and Melina are going to end up fighting against one another because Shao Kahn was Melina's creation. Shao Kahn was not Kitana's real father. So we gotta keep an open mind on that. So for me, I would like to think that for a Kitana storyline in Mortal Kombat 3 would make a lot of sense. Because if the two cannot get along, and if they have a complicated relationship, then they're going to end up brawling against one another. And I do want to see the most brutal fights in the movie, which I know we're going to end up getting, as well as Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung and Shinnok. Because you know Shinnok is one of the biggest baddies in Mortal Kombat history. He's everyone's fan favorite villain, according to Mortal Kombat 4. So with him being involved, which I would hope to see that, it'll make a lot of sense. But I did like what she said about Jade not being replaced because I want her to have an important role also. Because if Melina isn't being an anti-hero or an anti-ninja as her sister and her friend Jade, then we could end up seeing the three team up to fight people and stuff. Whether it's going to be another tournament or it's going to be an invasion of Earthrealm like in the Mortal Kombat 3 game. Who knows? But only time will tell. But I would love to see Kitana and Melina in the movie because I know deep down both are going to end up being one of the best parts about this movie because they're new. So if they end up bringing Melina back, if Sister Stringer is going to end up returning as Melina or someone else is going to play the character, then by all means it's going to end up being a whole lot different than the 2021 film, if you ask me. So that's just my thoughts. What are your thoughts on this, man? If you want the link to the article, it will be in the description.